In this video, we will check if a number entered by the user falls within a certain range using the ternary and the logical AND operators. So we'll start with declaring an integer variable named number. We then want to ask the user to enter a number that falls between 0 and 100 and including 0 and 100. So console .write. I'll just paste my comments. We want to assign the entered number into a variable. So let's just first read in the line. Now this comes in as a string, so we want to convert that into an integer. Convert, right? Now this would be lost if we don't store that into our number variable. So let's put it in there. Okay, so let me just run my program and make sure that I haven't got anything silly or missed anything, which I did. Dot right, so it should have been capitalized. Let's try this again. Okay, it looks happy so far. Now let's check if the number is within a range. First, I'm going to write this using if else, and then I'll show you how to convert that using the ternary. So let's just do now the to check if something is within a range. So you want to include that, make sure that the number is above or equal to 0, and at the same time that number is also less than or equal to the upper value, which is 100. So in that case, this is my upper value, this is my lower value. Now in this case, we can tell the user dot right line that number is within the range. Otherwise, is outside the range. Now this is what we have, so it's either within or without or outside the range. Let's run the program and make sure everything is looking okay. So if I say 50, it's within the range. If I say 150, it's outside the range. And of course, if it's 0, sorry, I should run. Okay, that's a little bit unfocused of me. So if I say 0, it's still within the range because I said greater or equal to. And then if we say 100, that is also within the range because of that equal sign that we have there. But as soon as I put in anything such as 101, so you always want to test the boundaries outside the range. Now let's write the above using the ternary operator. Now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to reuse this. So we want this result to be stored in a variable called string, because in both cases we are just printing out a string. And let's put that into a variable called output. Then we will put in our condition. So I'll just cut that line and I'll put it in here. And then what I want to be stored into this variable, if it is, or if this is true, is what goes after the question mark. And then otherwise, if this condition is false, what I want to be stored into this variable is what into this variable is what goes after the colon. So that's the false part. Now I can just pretty much display that output. Let's just cut that line and I'll just get rid of all of this. And let's just display our output. Let's save. Now the program will work, or should work, pretty much the same if I haven't gotten any errors. So 6 is within the range. And if we try this for 106, it is outside the range, and any negative values is also outside the range. So I hope this helped you, and I'll see you in the next one.